My dear share owners, a very warm good morning to each and every one of you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the annual general meeting of Reliance Industries. The company's accounts for the year ended 31st March 2015, along with the directors and the auditors' report, a letter to shareholders, and the management discussion and analysis have already been circulated to you. With your permission, I would like to take them as read. Dear share owners, Reliance has embarked on a journey of investing over 2 lakh crores in building new facilities and creating new businesses that will come to fruition in the next 12 to 18 months. These investments will build new capacities, strengthen our global positions, improve the return on capital, and make our existing refinery and petrochemical businesses amongst the most competitive in the world. We are also building a brand new business of digital broadband telecom services under the Jio name. Our investments are entirely in building assets in India and show our unwavering faith in the economic prospects of the country and the aspirations of millions of consumers. Financial investments are just the manifestation. Beneath the financial investments are significant efforts in technology deployment, talent deployment, and project execution. And it is proof of Reliance's continuing ability to conceptualize and implement mega-scale projects in quick time. Today, we have over 100,000 people at Jamnagar working round the clock to complete the projects in petrochemicals and refining. This makes Jamnagar one of the largest construction sites in the world. And at the same time, we have over 150,000 people working across India who are engaged in building out the network and distribution capabilities to make Jio, our telecom broadband business, a reality. The full benefits of the entire investment cycle will be realized from the financial year 2016-17 onwards. We will have a unique portfolio of globally competitive petrochemical and refining business with a new age, India-centric consumer business with very high growth potential. This will place Reliance in a select group of the most valuable companies in the world. Business and financial performance. Dear share owners, Reliance continued the tradition of setting many new records in terms of its achievement in the past year. Our earnings before taxes and net profits were both the highest in the company's history. Our capital expenditure in the year was in excess of 100,000 crores. This is not only the highest capital expenditure by us in a year, it is the highest by any Indian company ever in a year. We raised the highest amount of debt capital at very competitive costs to finance our growth. We improved our credit ratings internationally, which gave us continuing access to public debt markets. We are amongst the 10 most admired companies in India to work for. Dear shareholders, Reliance continues to be a significant contributor to national exchequer. Reliance is India's largest exporter, accounting for almost 12% of India's total merchandise exports. We exported products worth 228,000 crores to over 120 countries during the year, a testimony to the quality and competitiveness of your company's products. Reliance paid 18,746 crores of customs and excise duties during the year, which is almost 5% of India's total revenues from customs and excise duty. Reliance is also the highest income taxpayer in the private sector in India and paid 6,124 crores as income tax during the year. Dear share owners, I will now share with you the progress of each one of your businesses. Petrochemicals. Our petrochemical business consists of polyester, fibre intermediate, polymers, synthetic elastomers, and a variety of chemicals and solvents. We are the largest integrated polyester manufacturer globally. We are amongst the top 10 producers globally of paraxylene, PTA, MEG, and polypropylene. We are the largest producer of synthetic elastomers, that is rubbers, in India. Our petrochemical business adds value to our refinery stream and is focused on improving quality of life of millions of Indians. Petrochemicals business meets the raw material needs of over 30,000 small and medium scale units directly. This supports India's manufacturing growth and generates employment for more than 4.5 million Indians. This business demonstrated robust performance in challenging conditions, primarily due to the integrated nature of our operations and world-scale capacities last year. We continue to strengthen our global polyester leadership position by increasing capacity and continued focus on operational excellence. Last year, we commissioned a fully automated polyester plant at Silvassa with a capacity of around 400,000 tons a year. We have brought on stream a 1.15 million tons per year PTA plant. We will be ready for startup of the next 1.5 million tons per annum of PTA at Dahej by October of this year. With this, our total PTA capacity will be 4.5 million tons and make us the 5th largest PTA producer in the world. Our world-scale paraxylene plant will double in capacity from 2.1 to 4.2 million tons per annum and will be ready for startup at the end of this financial year. With this expansion, we will be the 2nd largest paraxylene producer globally. In our plastics business, we are building a world-scale 1.5 million tons ethylene cracker at Jamnagar. This will be ready for startup in the 3rd quarter of the next financial year. This world-scale cracker is unique and it is entirely based on 100% refinery off-gas as feedstock. We are building this cracker at a significantly lower capital cost to our peers in North America. This cracker complex is conceptualized on full integration from feedstock to downstream derivative capabilities. The products from this cracker will meet increased domestic demand, save precious foreign exchange, create additional employment, and provide a fillip to value-added exports. In order to enhance the competitiveness of our existing ethylene crackers at Nagotne, Hazira, and Dahej, we are working aggressively in creating infrastructure for transporting feedstock ethane from the US to India. We will be the first to execute this globally at this magnitude and scale. This facility will be ready for startup by December 2016. The sourcing of ethane and integration with refinery will result in feedstock security as well as optionality in feedstock usage and will significantly improve the earnings potential of our integrated plastics business. India is fast emerging as an automobile hub with resulting growth in rubbers and elastomers demand. We have strengthened our elastomers and rubbers portfolio by commissioning 150,000 per annum synthetic butyl rubber capacity. This is on top of the expansion of the PBR capacity of 115,000 tons per annum last year. All these petrochemical investments are generated to deliver superior performance in the years to come by focusing on capital cost competitiveness, continuous cost reduction initiatives, and operational excellence. These will strengthen the government's Make in India initiative, as each of our petrochemical venture provides raw material to tens of thousands of downstream processors that provide livelihood to millions of Indians. Petroleum refining and marketing. Refining and marketing continues to be a significant contributor to Reliance's profitability, delivering strong financial performance during the year 2014-15. The market environment last year was extremely volatile and challenging, witnessed by an oversupply in crude oil market that led to a crash in oil prices by over 50% after remaining stable for nearly 3 years. Amid such an environment, Reliance posted a gross refining margin of $8.6 a barrel, outperforming the Singapore benchmark yet again with a premium of $2.3 per barrel. The Jamnagar refineries processed 480 million barrels of crude at an average operating rate of 110%, which is significantly higher than our regional and global peers. Reliance maintained its global leadership in all critical benchmarks, achieving top decile performance in energy efficiency, operating and maintenance cost, and on-stream factors. The Jamnagar refineries processed several new challenging crudes during the year, taking the total number of crudes processed to 144. While Reliance continues to enhance India's energy security, significant quantity of our products are exported to world markets. The financial year saw deregulation of diesel in India, opening up an opportunity for Reliance to re-enter the domestic retail market. We will now once again be able to offer Indian consumers a unique, high-quality retail experience through our value propositions. We plan to recommission the entire network of petroleum retail outlets by the end of the financial year 2015-16. Currently, close to 400 outlets are operational. Our aviation fuel stations present at 25 airports across India fuel an aircraft every 5 minutes on an average. Our current portfolio integrates the entire value chain from procurement of crude oil all the way to end retail customers. We are now implementing a coke gasification facility at Jamnagar, which is one of the largest clean coal initiatives in the world. This gasification project is based on contemporary technology and is the largest of its kind in the world. It will convert low-value petroleum coke to a clean energy source for our refining complex, thus rendering Jamnagar energy self-sufficient as well as enhancing the profitability significantly. We expect the gasification project to be ready for startup in phases starting from early 2016. Upon completion, the project is expected to save nearly $1.5 billion annually by substituting imported LNG with the gas produced by it. The hydrocarbon-rich refinery off gases freed as a result of this project will be utilized as feedstock for our petrochemical plants, thus generating significant additional value for your company. Gasification shall further enhance the uniqueness of Jamnagar refinery's path-breaking configuration as one of the iconic refineries in the world and sustain our global leadership in refining and marketing business. Oil and gas exploration and production. Dear share owners, your company is a pioneer in deep water exploration and production in India. We discovered India's largest gas reserves in the deep waters of Bay of Bengal under the NELP. Within a short span of just 2.5 years of the D26 discovery and 6.5 years for the D1, D3 discoveries, we have brought the two challenging deep water fields in the KGD6 block in production. The block has already produced 2.5 TCF of natural gas and 27 million barrels of crude oil, which have substituted over $34 billion of energy for India. We, along with our partner BP, believe in the potential and promise of India's deep waters. BP brings unmatched global expertise in deep water exploration and production to our country. We have constantly innovated over the past years to maximize recovery and sustain productions despite our KGD6 block being located in one of the most challenging geological reservoir area. Dear share owners, as you know, Reliance has a total earning before interest and taxes of 31,835 crores. Our E&P business last year contributed only 194 crores out of this 31,000 crores, which is 0.6% of our EBIT. We are aware that the domestic E&P business, while it creates huge economic value for India, has generated shareholder returns that are lower than the cost of capital. This is in sharp contrast to the other domestic infrastructure sectors, such as roads, fertilizers, and powers, where 12 to 16% returns are assured by government policy. It is important to highlight that there is value yet to be unlocked from the 5 to 6 TCF, which is nearly 1 billion barrels of oil equivalent that is in the ground, discovered and is at various stages of development, appraisal, and approval. These developments are very capital intensive and technically challenging, which require cutting-edge technologies, a challenge that your company is known to take on and excel in execution. We are aware that the future investments hinge upon the continuing confidence of our share owners in this high-risk business. We are constructively engaged with the government to resolve legacy issues in a timely manner with regard to our rights to cost recovery, gas pricing, and other issues to create value for our nation and our shareholders. In this context, it is important to follow the intent, purpose, and commitment of the NELP policy, that is maximizing exploration and production activities, getting the risk-reward balance right, and providing marketing and pricing freedom. This will provide predictability and certainty to investors. We are hopeful that the government will address this policy issue in the larger interest of attracting investments in the critical exploration and production sector. On the unconventional front, the development of 2 coal bed methane blocks, including pipeline from Shahdol in Madhya Pradesh to Phulpur in Uttar Pradesh, is well on track. Your company is set to soon become India's largest producer of coal bed methane gas. In spite of falling oil and gas prices, which created a very tough operating environment, our shale gas business in the United States generated revenues close to $1 billion in the year under review. We have responded by reducing capital expenditures across all our joint ventures and were able to reduce operating costs by 25 to 30%, which will improve margins. The decision to divest our interest in EFS Midstream in the United States for over $1 billion, announced recently, has been guided by our move to maximize returns. We will optimize our investment in upstream shale gas joint ventures to generate maximum value. Dear share owners, the E&P business may be very small today in RIL's overall portfolio, but it has a high latent value creation potential. This is a potential that I am personally committed to unlock and create value for all of us in line with the government's vision of reducing import dependence and increasing domestic production. Organized retail. Reliance Retail, which operates across various product categories and formats, has attained revenues of over 17,000 crores in the last year. We achieved record profits of 784 crores at an EBITDA level. Despite the challenges faced in a tough consumer environment, this business has achieved a compounded annual growth of 30% in the last 5 years. We've accelerated our pace of growth by adding 930 new stores last year, which effectively translates to opening 5 new stores every 2 days, setting a new global benchmark in terms of the largest number of store openings in a year. We currently have a network of over 2,600 stores and presence in 200 cities in over 20 states of India. Reliance Retail offers employment opportunities for growth to over 50,000 associates across the country. We are committed to scaling up our retail presence across our formats from 200 cities to over 900 cities by next year, so that the benefit of organized retail are realized by a wider cross-section of Indian consumers. Reliance Retail continued its leadership in our focus sectors of Reliance Digital, Reliance Trends by Fashion and Lifestyle, and Reliance Value in the grocery area. The Reliance Digital format continues to expand with its current base of over 1,200 stores and continues to delight over 50 million customers in 200 cities. As a leader in grocery retail, our value format spread across 570 stores are regularly patronized by over 120 lakh customers per month for their day-to-day family needs. Reliance Market, which caters to the B2B customers, has further expanded its leadership in the wholesale cash and carry segment in the country and enjoys the patronage of more than 15 lakh small and Kirana stores as registered members. Reliance Trend and Footprint continue to drive leadership presence in the fashion and lifestyle segments. With its emphasis on fashion for the Indian sensibilities, Reliance Trend continues on its accelerated growth path and is selling 50 lakh garments a month, every month in the last year. Reliance Footprint, with its 250 specialty stores, continues to cater to over 20 lakh customers. Having partnered with Reliance Retail, many global brands such as Marks and Spencer's, Hemleys, and Vision Express, to name a few, have realized the dream of India being one of their largest international markets. Reliance Retail this year will be embarking on its next phase of building a high growth trajectory supported with e-commerce and a larger geographic coverage. This year will bring about disruptive shopping experience for consumers as they embrace technology and get access to anytime, anywhere shopping. With the advanced internet infrastructure built by Jio and a robust physical retail built by Reliance Retail, we will create a differentiated e-commerce model for India. This model will entail seamless integration of online and offline while innovating across superior customer experience, delivery services, and payment ecosystem. Before the end of the year, the fashion and lifestyle formats of Reliance Retail will roll out its e-commerce initiative and make fashion more trendy and accessible to the aspiring Indian youth. Reliance's e-commerce initiative in grocery, RelianceFreshDirect.com, which is currently being piloted in Mumbai, has seen significant success and would be scaled up to serve new markets. The third e-commerce initiative is building on a successful experience of our B2B business. We are rolling out Reliance digital marketplace platform to enable millions of small retailers and provide them with enhanced supplier base and product range, better supply chain productivity, digital payment capability, connectivity to serve their customers, and credit capability. We believe that this initiative will be a driver for economic growth by enhancing business potential for millions of our small retailers. Reliance Retail is committed to deliver superior shopper and customer experience across all our physical and e-commerce platforms in a seamless way. True customer value lies in converting footfalls to happy hearts so that all our shoppers in the physical formats and e-commerce are engaged and delighted with the Reliance customer experience in a seamless manner. The combined physical and e-commerce retail business is poised for a growth of 30 to 50% year on year and sustain our leadership in retail. We are committed to growing Reliance Retail and making it a significant part of our consumer business to generate both societal and shareholder value. Reliance Jio, our digital services initiative. I now turn to Reliance Jio, one of the largest transformational greenfield digital initiatives anywhere in the world. In my address to you at last year's AGM, I had promised you a significant update on Reliance Jio when we meet again this year. Firstly, I would like to applaud and salute the entire Jio team for what they have achieved in the past 2 years. Their accomplishments have been nothing short of exceptional. Let me now share with you the extent of their work. Jio is now present in all 29 states of India with a direct physical presence in 18,000 cities and towns of our nation. Jio's wireless footprint extends even further and covers over 1 lakh villages. We are expanding this footprint to cover nearly 80% of India's population by the end of this year, that is 2015. Our roadmap to have 100% national coverage within the next 3 years. Jio is the first 4G broadband wireless operator to achieve wireless coverage far in excess of the rollout obligation as per its license condition. In rural areas, we are prioritizing connectivity to thousands of schools. This is to ensure that the benefit of our broadband initiative is first and foremost felt by the young students who stand to gain the most by accessing the information highway. Jio has also deployed a network of nearly 250,000 route kilometers of fibre optics, thereby creating a future-proof digital backbone across India. Over the next 3 years, Jio will more than double this fibre footprint by deploying fibre optics in the last mile. We are using deep fibre network also to ramp up our fibre to home deployment. By April of next year, we would have connected over 1 million homes via fibre with a capacity of rapidly scaling up in the top 50 cities of India. Jio is the only operator in the world providing next generation digital services over an end-to-end IP network. We are also connecting enterprises, small businesses, and medium enterprises over this high-speed IP network, enabling advanced services using cloud-based solutions. In addition to this domestic fiber capacity, Jio has created a multi-terabit capacity international network. More than half of the internet traffic served by Jio will be carried to end-to-end on its own network, creating an unparalleled customer experience. Simply put, what Jio has done is to connect the remotest village of our country to any internet destination hosted anywhere in the world. My dear shareholders, across the world, a full-blown social, mobile, cloud, and digital revolution is underway. To support India's prominent participation in this revolution, Jio has operationalized nearly 500,000 square feet of its own next-generation cloud data centers. Work is underway to double this capacity over the next year. Planning and executing such complex projects is a core Reliance strength. The Jio team has grown rapidly in the past year to over 17,500 professional full-time employees. This team has successfully managed dozens of world-class technology partners and more than 150,000 people on the ground to achieve this rollout across India. Even as Jio undertakes this mammoth rollout, we continue to take steps further to strengthen our competitive position. Our acquisition of wireless spectrum during the spectrum auctions conducted in March is a case in point. We now have spectrum in 2,300, 1,800, and 800 megahertz across most of our circles. This brings our cumulative investment in spectrum assets to nearly 34,000 crores. Jio now has the largest footprint of liberalized spectrum in the country, acquired in a cost-effective manner. Dear share owners, all the key components of the Jio broadband network are now operational. As we speak, we have an end-to-end initial capacity to serve in excess of 100 million wireless broadband customers and 20 million fiber-to-home customers, with capability to easily expand further as the business scales up. We are currently in the pre-launch testing and stabilization phase of this large and complex network. Over the next few months, we will initiate extensive beta launch involving millions of friendly customers across all our markets. The beta program will be upgraded into commercial operations around December of this year. I am glad to announce that the financial year 2016-17 will be the first full year of commercial operations for Jio. It is personally gratifying for me that Jio's investments are aligned to Government of India's Digital India vision for our nation. This is a key theme for transforming our nation and creating opportunities for all citizens by harnessing digital technologies. Jio's broadband assets will be the bedrock for this digital India. I am confident that Jio will play a significant role in lifting India from its current rank of 142nd on internet penetration to be amongst the top 10 nations in the world in the next few years. Let me briefly touch upon another key focus area for Jio, which is devices. The best network and the best of content cannot be seamlessly accessed without capable and affordable devices. ensuring the availability of affordable 4G LTE smartphones has been one of the topmost priorities for Jio. Jio and our retail team at Reliance Digital have worked with all the leading device manufacturers of the world to ensure availability of 4G LTE smartphones in India across all price points, from the ultra premium models on one hand to entry-level models on the other. Having a strong lineup of smartphones, tablets, and devices across all price points will remove a key barrier to mass adoption of broadband data, high-definition voice, video calling, messaging, and rich value-added information services. It is interesting to note that in China, 4G LTE devices as a percentage of the overall device shipment has increased from 10% to 84% in just 1 year. I expect a similar trend in India. The combination of Jio's strong initiatives and a supporting global environment gives me the confidence that we will see 4G LTE smartphones in India at prices below 4,000 rupees per handset by December of this year. Dear share owners, Jio is well positioned to emerge as a global Tier 1 telecom operator. But Jio is much more than just telecom services. The three-pronged combination of broadband networks, affordable smartphones, and the availability of rich content and information applications has created a global information tsunami. We had foreseen this development even when Jio was first conceptualized. We followed an integrated business strategy from the very beginning, and today Jio is capable of offering a unique combination of telecom high-speed data, digital commerce, media, and payment services. In April this year, we launched our first mobile application, JioChat. JioChat is a powerful communication application that integrates chat, voice, video calling, conferencing, file sharing, photo sharing, and much more in a single application. We released JioChat both on Android and Apple App Store on a pilot basis. In just a few weeks of operation, JioChat has now over 1 million active users and these million users were acquired without any paid promotions or paid advertising whatsoever, and that speaks for the quality of the product. This is just the first public glimpse of the digital capabilities that we have developed at Jio. Let me take a few moments to talk about the other applications that we will be unveiling in the coming weeks. Switch and Walk is an interesting application that allows customers to seamlessly copy everything from their old phone to a new phone. All your contacts, messages, photos, music, media, and applications from one phone to another wirelessly with just a few clicks. No wires, no lost information across all operating systems and all phones. So upgrading your phone is in a matter of minutes. Jio Drive is an application that brings powerful cloud capabilities to every smartphone. Using Jio Drive, anyone can store, sync, and share any content between their own devices and also with their friends. This is the type of capability that only large enterprises are able to provide to their employees. With Jio Drive, every consumer and every small business owner will have this ability. Now to entertainment and news, which has been and will always remain a huge opportunity. Jio is ready to launch a suite of exciting, engaging, exclusive, and entertaining digital media products. First comes Jio Play. With this one will be able to watch HD TV anytime, anywhere on your smartphone. It's cable TV on smartphone without wires. It has hundreds of channels across categories and languages. In developed markets, over 1 billion hours of video is consumed every month on demand. 50% of all peak traffic is video on-demand traffic on networks. We have built a best-in-class personalized video-on-demand application that brings Bollywood, regional and international movies, TV episodes, trailers, and music in high definition for your entertainment at your convenience. JioBeats is a premier digital music streaming service that gives you instant access to millions of songs, curated playlists from old favorites to the latest hits. One can also download music and listen to it offline. Jio Magazines provides the most popular collection of magazines in full color with a slew of innovative features. One can read past issues along with the very latest issues. Imagine enjoying your favorite magazine on your mobile and tablet with embedded videos. Jio News delivers a one-stop shop for all news from leading news and publishing houses across multiple languages and categories. It offers instant live updates with zero loading time and offline reading capability. All these services are ready and are being piloted today and will be launched along with the Jio connectivity services. Jio will bring true digitization and transformation of the current television viewing experience and mark a shift in controls from broadcasters to the hand of the consumer. This year, we also completed the acquisition of Network 18. Network 18 has 17 news channels, 14 entertainment channels in 8 languages, and a strong set of internet businesses that will be well positioned to transition to the Jio platform. We are working to transform all these to build and sustain leadership in each of these areas. By the year 2017-18, it will be the most integrated TV mobile set of content in India. I am privileged to have my colleague on the board, Shri Adil Zanulbhai, to guide and lead as chairman of the Network 18 group. Earlier this year, Jio has applied for a pan-India cable television multi-system operator license and has plans to enter into broadcast television distribution. I will apprise you further on the progress of this in the next AGM. Another exciting area that Jio is working on is Jio Money, our digital money and digital payments business. Evidence from developed markets show that mass adoption of digital payment solutions have significant positive impact on the economy. It brings better transparency, improves financial inclusion, facilitates merchant business, and drives growth of trade and commerce. However, more than 95% of all retail payments in India are still done using cash. Out of the 20 million or so merchants in the country, less than 1 million accept card-based payments. In turn, this lack of acceptance of digital payments by merchants means that customers remain wedded to cash. Jio Money will play a crucial role in digitization of payments in India by offering a platform for ubiquitous, affordable, and secure digital payments. It is the ideal solution for even our smallest merchants, such as our kirana stores, restaurants, and our taxi drivers. No additional device is needed, and they will be able to accept payments using just their phone. Our goal is to create a wide network of merchants who use Jio Money so that most household payments can happen digitally. Customers can use Jio Money's digital wallet, a Jio Money card, or any other credit or debit card directly from the wallet to pay the merchant seamlessly and instantly. Jio Money digital wallet will also give consumers the option of opening a digital bank account or linking their existing bank account. This will help them access banking anywhere, anytime. I am pleased to share that the core Jio Money product and the end-to-end systems that support it are operational today. To begin with, we have launched the product within a few Reliance campuses and facilities. We expect to expand the Jio Money presence city by city across the country in phases over the next few quarters. Jio Money will leverage Jio's digital network and distribution reach to acquire these untapped merchants. Your company has also partnered with India's largest commercial bank, the State Bank of India, to apply for a payments bank license under the regulations issued by the Reserve Bank of India. The payments bank, if approved, will complement our initiative on the digital payment bank business and also enable distribution of financial services by leveraging on retail and other Jio businesses in the most accessible, simple, and affordable manner with specific focus on the financially excluded. Dear share owners, I am immensely proud of our ongoing achievements at Jio. We have created a legacy-free, next-generation voice and broadband network which can be seamlessly upgraded even to 5G and beyond. We will deliver the gold standard for coverage and capacity and push to raise the bar even further for indoor coverage with small cells. We have created a slew of innovative digital applications with a roadmap to introduce similar applications in education and healthcare, two additional sectors that we have prioritized. In everything we have done at Jio, we have lived by three mantras of simple, smart, and secure. However, I believe that Jio's role is much larger than offering its own services. Jio's true success will be measured by a whole new generation of entrepreneurs stepping up to leverage the digital assets that Jio has built. In that sense, what Jio is building is a powerful platform on which a range of rich digital services can be enabled. It does not matter whether these services are created by Jio itself, its ecosystem partners, or anyone globally. We are committed to the principles of net neutrality. Our founder chairman, Dhirubhai, used to say that the success of young entrepreneurs will be key to India's transformation in the new millennium. Digital currency, digital commerce, digital education, healthcare, e-governance, machine-to-machine, Internet of Things, smart cities. I won't be exaggerating if I say that each of these areas is ripe for thousands of entrepreneurial ventures by young Indians. Collectively, Jio and Jio-enabled entrepreneurs can sow the seeds of a whole new digital economy, leading to a phase of unprecedented growth, empowerment, employment, and prosperity for our nation. With such a broad canvas to paint on, Jio continues to be a magnet for the best talent from across the world. Every day, I am privileged to work alongside thousands of passionate and dedicated professionals who strive tirelessly to bring Jio to life. Dear shareholders, I have no doubt that Jio's multi-pronged business model and flawless execution will translate to unparalleled value creation for shareholders. Truly, when I look forward to the impact that Jio stands to make in the lives of billions of our citizens, I am reminded of the words of the great Indian poet, Guru Ravindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, into the heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. It is my fervent conviction that that a digital India will awaken to its rightful place in the world as a global leader. That is where India deserves to be. The Reliance Foundation. My dear share owners, I am happy to share with you the rapid progression that your foundation has made. In just 4 years, we are the biggest corporate foundation in India. Our Bharat India Jodo program has reached out to 500 villages in some of the most drought-prone pockets across 12 states of India. Our interventions have helped over 50,000 farmer families reap second and third crops from their lands with enhanced irrigation and improved soil fertility. The RF Information Services has become the biggest disseminator of livelihood-related information and content for poor people, reaching out to more than 5,000 villages. The Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital has been rebuilt to global standards with state-of-art equipment and technology for tertiary care and was dedicated by our Honorable Prime Minister to the city of Mumbai. Today, I am delighted to announce on behalf of our chairperson, Srimati Neeta Ambani, that all our shareholders will be provided a 10% discount at this hospital. And let me assure you that this hospital is the lowest priced in the city of Mumbai, but has the highest quality. As all of you own it, we welcome you to our hospital. Dear shareholders, affordable and quality health care is made accessible to urban poor through Reliance Foundation's health outreach program, and over 1 lakh patients have been rendered free services in the last year. The foundation has been one of the few Indian organizations to have rendered relief to earthquake-hit Nepal on the back of excellent relief efforts in Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand. The foundation, through its Dhirubhai Ambani Scholarship Program, the Young Champs and Education for All initiatives, strives to nurture and encourage the youth to realize the dream. The foundation spent 761 crores last year to benefit over 4 million deserving Indians across India. I am confident that under Srimati Neeta Ambani's leadership, the foundation will continue to establish innovative development models and make a deep impact on the needy sections of our population. Talent at Reliance. During the last few years, we have worked extensively on completing our business transformation initiative. We now have put in place a comprehensive Reliance management system, a holistic set of management systems, organizational structures, processes, and requirements. We believe that the Reliance management system has substantially enabled us to become a more systematic and simpler company with extensive digitization. It shall enable a still more evolved governance and risk assurance framework for your company through its 3 key elements: the operating management system, the financial management system, and the people management system. These integrated process, systems, data, and analytics will ensure that we are ready to enhance shareholder and societal value on a continuous basis. In the last year, we have continued to strengthen our people systems. I am pleased to report that today, Reliance has arguably the most contemporary practices and process across the entire employee life cycle. Through the year, we have been able to significantly deepen our leadership bench strength across all our businesses and functions. Decision rights have been pushed down, systems simplified, and digitally enabled, and our One Reliance philosophy has allowed our employees to own their careers in our internal job market. We believe that all these initiatives will help us continue to being among the leaders in the best companies to work for and attract world-class talent. Our value creation roadmap. My dear share owners, We have accomplished a lot in the past 38 years, but the best is just ahead of us. We have set ourselves a high bar of performance and ambitions. We are nearing the realization of our largest investment program in our history of over 200,000 crores. This is our contribution to our most respected Prime Minister's clarion call of Make in India. Reliance is investing 100,000 crores in the manufacturing sector in India, and we are also investing over 100,000 crores in enabling the realization of digital India. We are committed to creating societal value at par with our financial value. We aim to be among the largest employers in India, offering opportunities to hundreds of thousands of people in our consumer business, and partner with lakhs of small businesses, kiranas, and budding entrepreneurs and make them more productive. We will create an ecosystem which will catalyze entrepreneurship through our geo and retail businesses. We will be in the top quartile in terms of return on capital employed and operating costs across all our refining and petrochemical businesses. We will measure ourselves against total shareholder return over cycles and aim to be among the best in the world. We want to be among the most admired companies in the world and attract the best talent. These are tough targets that we have taken upon ourselves, but I am confident that they are within our reach. Our growth will be based on two massive engines, hydrocarbon and consumer business. Our growth will be on several dimensions: financial parameters, scale of operations, the number of customers that we engage on a daily basis, and the lives of Indians that we benefit every day. Each of these dimensions will see scale, but what we will value is the smiles that we bring on the face of the millions of customers every single time they interact with us. In this endeavor, we seek your continued support, blessings on this journey. Let me conclude by saying that our faith in India and its potential is as robust as ever. Our sustained investments for over 4 decades in India is a clear testimony to that belief. As I mentioned earlier, India's march to pursue hyper-ambitious goals in economic growth and social development has well and truly begun. Reliance will be at the vanguard of this march, inspiring and empowering tens of thousands of new and young entrepreneurs to pursue their dreams, just as Dhirubhai Ambani, our founder, did when he built Reliance. I am supremely confident that India's young generation will exceed the domestic and global expectations with their talent, innovativeness, passion, patriotism, hard work, and integrity. I am saying this because I am seeing this in Reliance on a daily basis. Along with a new India, a new Reliance is taking shape. The new generation in Reliance will take your company to newer heights. You and I have more dreams for Reliance, and I am confident that these dreams will be fulfilled. The primary purpose of all of Reliance's business, as well as our philanthropic initiatives, is to create opportunities for more and more Indians. In pursuing this purpose, we will continue to be true to the fundamental tenets of Reliance, investing in businesses of future, building world-class businesses in India, betting on extraordinary talent, and promoting the spirit of innovation in all our operations. Our businesses are geared to produce products and services that are on par with the best anywhere in the world. We are not only working to make digital India a reality, but also enabling a digital Bharat, thereby destroying the digital divide between urban and rural areas. In our digital business, our plan is to provide the power of computing, communication, and information to every individual, whether in a small village or a town in India or in a big city. And this power that every individual will have, the computing power, the information power, the communication power, will be the same that the President of the United States had 15 or 20 years ago. This is where technology is moving, and this Geo will enable for every Indian at an affordable cost of between 300 to 500 rupees a month. All of this will help improve livelihoods, create large-scale employment opportunities, reinforce India as a manufacturing power, unleash entrepreneurial energy, and create significant value for Indian society. I assure you that Reliance will work with enthusiasm, energy in achieving these goals and creating significant value for India and for all of our shareholders. I would like to thank the central and the state governments, shareholders, investors, suppliers, and customers for their consistent and resolute support. I thank all my colleagues on the board for their unanimous support and immense encouragement. I have special words to acknowledge the collective efforts of the entire Reliance team globally who work tirelessly for creating and sustaining this world-class enterprise. Thank you.